Right, so hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon. Okay, so ulitin ko lang. I am Denmel pala Saavedra. Baka kasi iba yung nakita nyo sa profile picture. May buhok pero yung instructor nyo ngayon is kalbo. Okay, so I'll just clarify that it's me. Okay, so it just that I've got a haircut last week. So yeah, semi-calves. Well, anyway, so let me just share my screen. So can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So before we start, so I just would like to ask if there is a foreigner in here. The one who cannot understand Tagalog. So all of you are Filipinos. You can understand maybe Ilocanos, Tagalog, and then some other vernacular language. But anyway, we'll only use two language, or yeah, English, and then one dialect, which is the Tagalog. Okay, so let's say we'll discuss an 80% in English, but sometimes I also speak in Tagalog, so 80-20. Okay, so is my voice clear so far? Is my audio good?
Yes.
Okay, so just let me know if there is a technical problem, like you guys cannot hear me, okay, you cannot see my screen, and many more. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys have already checked the homepage of the Math 100. This is the welcoming page. This is the course delivery, of course, pure ODL, online distance learning. And then here's the course overview of this subject. So I will not read them anymore one by one. So I will leave the reading part to you guys. So I'm pretty sure that you guys know how to read. And then the next one that you need to check is, of course, the syllabus. Okay. So you can either click this syllabus link right here, or go to this uh, tab right here. Okay, the syllabus right here. So it will lead you to the same page. Okay, so this subject is Math 100, or Mathematics in the Modern World. Okay, so this is a 3-unit lecture. So this is our class hour, or the schedule of this subject. So every 3:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Monday, Thursday. Monday, Thursday. Yeah, Monday, Thursday. And then for 6.5 weeks from August 26 to November 29. Okay, so this is my complete name, and this is my course. All right, and then to make it short and simple, so this is the one thing that you need to check. Okay, so for you to be able to prepare what are the things that we are going to discuss next meeting, after the midterms, what are the topics that we're going to discuss in finals, etc., etc. So as you guys may already know, we only have 6 weeks in total for this first half. So the same with second half, of course, 6 weeks, 6 weeks. Of course, it will be divided into two. So for the first 3 weeks, so week 1 to week 3, so these are the things that we are going to discuss in midterms. Okay. And then for the week 4 to week 6, of course, those are the topics that we are going to discuss in finals. Okay. So again, I will not read them one by one. So I will leave the reading part to you guys later on. Okay. So for the basis of evaluation, so I think this is already a common sense. Okay, so during when you were in elementary, high school, you guys already know how we evaluate your grades. Okay, how we evaluate your final score. So of course, you'll start with discussions, quizzes, assignments, and then examinations. So you can miss 1 or 2 or 3 or even at least half of them. Okay, so you can miss half of them, but just don't miss the examination part, the midterm exam, and then the final exam. Okay, because even though you're getting a perfect score in everything, but you miss your midterm exam or your final exam, so for sure you will get a grade of INC in this subject. Okay, and then here's how we compute your grade. Okay, so the standard grading system university shall be used, which is this one. Okay, so I know that you guys know algebra, so I will also leave the understanding part here, guys. But to make it simple, this class is standing right here is being covered by your assignment, quizzes, and then discussion, or in everything except your exam, because your exam will be 50%. Okay, this will be your final score. So 50% for the final exam, and then 50% class is standing for the quizzes, assignments, and then discussions. And then here's how we compute your final grade or your final score. So 1/3 of midterm score, and then 2/3 of tentative final score. So here's the thing that you guys need to take note. So in UC, the passing score is 60%. So always aim at least 60% in everything. So don't be proud if you're getting 50 out of 100, 5 out of 10, 10 out of 20. You don't just aim for half, okay? At least aim 60% and above. So with that, you'll be able to pass the subject. So 60% is an equivalent grade of 75. So if you're only getting 58, 59%, okay, then that is not a good score. Okay, it only means that you're having a failing score or a failing grade. Okay, so I hope we're clear with that one. So any clarification so far?
None, sir.
Okay, so when it comes to asking questions, so maybe some instructors are, they have this rule that you have to raise your hand. But in my class, you don't need to raise your hand anymore. You can speak right away. You can interrupt me while I'm speaking. So it's okay with me. Okay. And I guess the only time that you need to raise your hand is if you want to ask a question, but you're so shy, and then you want to use the chat box. Okay, like you don't want to show your face, or you don't want to use your voice. So just use your our chat box right here, and then just raise your hand. With that, I'll be able to notice you that you have a question. Okay. All right. So one more thing that I forgot to mention is this tab right here, or this instructor's profile. So if you want to know more about me, well, not that much, but yeah, this is my picture when I graduated in UC. So I still have a hair before. So way back 2018, and then this is my complete name, and this is my educational attainment. So yeah, I don't have masterals for now, but I'm currently working on it. So hopefully, after 2 years from now, I already have my master. Well, anyway, so here's the thing that maybe you want to know more about me. Here are the areas of interest of mine. So first one is web developing. So I was too obsessed in developing web page before, even when I was still in third year college or fourth year college. I was already creating an e-commerce website. Well, it's not that good. I would rate it maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 when it comes to industry level, since I'm still a beginner. Up to now, I'm still a beginner. So I would rate my website like 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10. So I just know how to do things, but it's not that good. And second, I also developed some, Android applications. So this is actually our thesis before. It's an Android application. And then nowadays, I'm into robotics, IoT, and then machine learning. So before, we don't have this kind of subjects, but nowadays in CPEs, okay, since they've changed the curriculum, so they've now included the robotics, IoT, and then machine learning. So good for them. Okay, so it's like web developing and then Android developing is like the old technologies. Okay, like these are not trend anymore. So the trend nowadays are this thing. Okay, so yeah, that's it for my short profile. So do you guys have a question so far before we move on to the module tab? Question or clarification?
None po.
Okay, great. So again, if you have a question, so feel free to speak right away. All right, so without a further delay, let's now move on to the module tab. Okay, so I've already taught this one last year, so 2019. So as you guys can see, all of the modules are already in here, okay, up to finals. So the only thing that I will do is change the format since we have this new format that we need to follow. Okay, so I will publish all of them, okay, once I'm done in like renovating or recreating the new format of module 2 up to module, how many modules do we have? Up to module 7. Okay, so for now, just focus on this one. So we have a lot of things to talk about on week 1 or module 1. So the first thing that you guys need to check is, of course, the overview for week 1. Okay, so in here, this one contains the topic learning outcomes and then the list of topics that you are going to, or we are going to discuss. Okay, so again, I will leave the reading part to you guys for us to be able to save more time. And then for the learning resources, we have 3 parts: the lecture presentation, the video materials, and then the reading materials. So for the lecture presentation, so we only have one, which is the module 1, of course, which you can find right here under reading materials. So just click this one, and then you can view what we are going to talk about later on. Okay, and then for the video materials, so I have prepared 3 links. So this is the YouTube link actually. So this one talks about the some of the topics that we are going to discuss later on. So just in case that you need more information, so yeah, just check this one, this link right here, or this link right here when it comes to Fibonacci sequence. And then when it comes to predicting some phenomena or nature in the world, so you can also check this one. Okay, and if you are the guy, the kind of guy who's more into reading, then you must visit this one. Okay, these are reading materials: the nature of mathematics, its role, and its influence. Okay, so any questions so far regarding with the overview?
Answer.
Right. So after that, then next one here is the Zoom links. Well, this is where you can find the link of the Zoom meeting. So I'm sure that all of you right here have already visited this one, since you won't be here if you didn't visit this Zoom links for synchronous class meeting. So mostly we have 3 parts. Okay, so I consume at least maybe 2 hours. Sometimes if we're fast in discussing things, so it might only look as maybe or take us 2 parts, like 1 hour and 30 minutes or 1 hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, sometimes 2 parts only, but mostly it's part 1, part 2, and part 3. Okay, and then here's the PDF. So just check this one. Okay, and then you can download it also, so you can have your own copy. And then we have here the OER, or the Open Educational Resource. Well, under this watch videos, the links that you have, or we have in overview, you can also find it right here. Okay, these 3 links that you can find under video materials, you can also find it right here. Okay, and then for the recorded Zoom meeting links, so once our meeting is done, so maybe around 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. So I will upload them on YouTube, and then I will put the links right here, so you can revisit if you've missed something, or if you want to let's say restudy that topic. Okay. And then I have also prepared some practice exercises or drill. Okay, so we have the external websites. So we have patterns in nature, and then another patterns in nature, but this is another website. Okay, so just visit them. So this will be helpful in preparing you before answering this quizzes right here, or this assessment tab right here, this quiz or assignment. Okay, and then lastly, we have this interaction with students, which is only the discussion. Okay, so in every module, we're going to have one case study. So just check this one out. So it will give you a facts and then a question. So all you need to do is read these facts, Okay, you can also visit the reference where I've got those facts. So yeah, and then here's this question. So in your own opinion, why is it called the golden ratio and why is it important? So all you need to do is share your own thoughts, your own ideas. And yeah, there is no incorrect answer in here. So all of your answers are correct since it's your own opinion. All you need to do is not encourage. What is the proper term? You have to convince me. Okay, you have to convince me that your answer is really correct. Okay, or it's a good answer that you're saying. Okay, not just a random thought or random idea or opinion. Okay, so yeah, this is the 50-point case study. All right, so any clarification so far? Question or clarification?
None po, sir.
Okay, so if you guys don't have a question anymore, then I guess we can now start with the module 1. All right, so here you have some basic information. Well, actually, this is just the overview. So Math 100 Mathematics in the Modern World. So here's my name, and then here is my degree. Okay, so the code of this one is Math 100, and then here's the description where you can also find on the homepage. So I will not read this one anymore. And then here are the things that we are going to discuss in, or the CLO in midterm. Okay, we have nature of mathematics, speaking mathematically, and then problem solving. Okay, and then here are the topic learning outcomes of the midterm. So discuss and relate mathematics in nature. We'll explain the concept of sets, relations, functions, binary operations, apply problem solving strategies. Okay, and then here is the CLO for the finals. So we have data management, geometric designs, mathematical system, and then logic. So again, for the sub meaning, so I will leave the reading part to you guys, but most likely these are the main topics, okay, that we are going to discuss in the finals. And then here are the DLOs for the finals. So we have gather, interpret, and present and organize data, transform geometric shapes using figures, and read the concept of permutation, perform modular arithmetic, and then construct a truth table of statements. So yeah, this is already the overview, okay, which you can also find on the syllabus, of course. Okay, and then if you want to buy a book of this subject, so you can find this book, Mathematics in the Modern World. So the author is Afman R. So he published this book 2018. So you can buy this one if you are here in Baguio City, you can buy this one on Brex Bookstore. Okay. So course requirements. So I've already discussed this one a while ago. So of course, especially this one, your major examinations, and then the class standings. And here's how we compute your grade. So just another way of solving your midterm score and then final grade. So I've already discussed this one a while ago, so I will not go over with this one again. So method is of course via lectures, so participative or interactive or board rate, but of course we don't have a board rate right now since we are in ODL or online distance learning. Then of course, they can also do self-study or blended learning. Then of course, via demonstration or video presentation. Okay, so never mind this one is classroom management since we are in an ODL. So I cannot really check if you're present or no. Okay, like for example, your name is online right here, but I'm not really sure if you are in front of your computer or in front of your cell phone. Okay, because some are, they're just going to attend the meeting and then they will leave the meeting already. So they are not really listening or they are not really watching the meeting. Okay. And never mind this one. Okay, this assignments and other coursework were in the due at the beginning of the class period of the specified date. So this is only for the face-to-face method. Okay, like late assignments are worth for you to present credit after due date. So never mind this one also. So for your assignments, quizzes, what else? Discussions, thesis studies. So most likely, I'm giving you guys 1 week to finish them. So if you wasn't able to finish your, let's say, quiz, thesis study, just give me a valid reason. Okay, as long as you have the proof, then I can let you retake it, and yeah, there is no deduction. Okay, as long as your reason is valid. But if it's not valid, like sir, I wasn't able to take the quiz because I have a headache during that time. Okay, so I think that is not a valid reason. That is just some general or generic reasonings when we were still, or when you were still in high school or elementary, but you are now in college. Okay, so those are not valid reasons anymore. Okay, and then the medium of instruction will be, of course, via lectures, discussion, and documentation will be in English. And then written and spoken work may receive a lower mark if it is, in the opinion of the instructor, deficient in English. So in your case studies, when answering them, so do not answer it in Tagalog or Ilocano. Okay, so you have to answer it in English. Okay, and if I cannot understand how you explain things, then of course you will receive a lower mark. Okay, and then consultation schedule. So supposedly this one is, when it comes to visiting in office. Okay, like when you can consult me. Okay, what is my free time? Okay, etc. etc. But yeah, since we are in ODL, you can message me anytime. Okay, and then as soon as I've read your concern or your the thing that you want to say, then I will reply as soon as possible. Okay, so yeah, never mind this one also. And then for the others, so this is my number. So just in case that you have or you cannot attend, or there is an emergency, so you can message me. So just include your name and then your subject and then your section. Okay, or if you need to email me, so you can email me on this Outlook. Okay, so dsabadra at uc-bcf.edu.ph. Okay, so that's it for the overview. So are we clear so far?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Sir, can we message you at your messenger account?
Yeah, it's also okay. So wag lang yung masyadong gabi. Okay. Well, honestly, I'm still awake even though it's already 12 o'clock or 1 a.m. Pero kasi mostly hindi na ako sumasagot ng mga ganong oras. So let's just say 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. So pwede nyo akong i-chat. Okay. So parang ang sakit kasi sa ulo minsan, lalo na kapag may problema, ganun. Tapos i-chat nyo ako ng 12. Bis na dapat matutulog or magre-relax na. Parang nai-stress ako lalo. Okay. So yeah, kapag mag-message kayo sa Messenger, 1 to 9 or mas maaga, mas maganda. Okay. Or umaga na lang, ganun na lang. Okay, para may time akong i-handle kung ano man yun. Alright? So, ganun na lang.
Thank you, sir.
So, you're welcome. Alright, so if you guys don't have a question anymore, then let's now proceed with the real discussion. So, in here, we're going to discuss the nature of mathematics, like patterns, numbers in nature, and the world itself. Okay, so first let's talk about nature of mathematics. So as rational creatures, we tend to identify and follow patterns, whether consciously or subconsciously. Okay, so believe it or not, our life is made of patterns. How we do things has a pattern. How we think has a pattern. Like everything has a pattern. Okay, kasi kapag wala tayong sinusundang pattern, or the normal way, we call that the normal way, since that is the one that we are always seeing, the one that we are always hearing. okay, the one that we are always doing, okay, walang ayos. Like for example, when we walk, we always go to the right side, right? Same with the other people. If magkakasalubong, so they also go on the right side. But if you're the kind of person who always go on the left side, so most likely, you know, you and that person that is going, okay, that is or coming to you, okay, will bump you and he will bump each other. Okay, so marang lagi yung naisip collision, pero sa kotse kasi yun. Bump, yeah, that's the correct term. So you're going to bump with each other. Okay, so yun yung mga bagay-bagay na sinusundan na natin kahit hindi naman natin iniisip talaga. Okay, subconsciously. And then recognizing patterns feels natural, like our brain is hardwired to recognize them. Okay, like early humans recognize the repeating interval of day and night, okay, and then the cycle of the moon, and then the rising and falling of tides, and then the changing of the season. Okay, so imagine if you know, in 24 hours, or let's say in 48 hours, there is only day. Okay, so masashock pa na lang siguro, bakit wala nang gabi? Okay, so kung ganun siguro, kung wala sa ayos, like you know, it's random, dalawang umaga, isang gabi, tatlong umaga, isang gabi, so we will die. Okay, because we cannot anticipate what's really happening around us, or what's really happening in the world. Okay, so these are the common patterns that early humans have already recognized. Okay, so especially this one, rising and falling of tides. Wala naman sigurong alon na tumaas na tapos tataas pa ulit. Okay, so most likely pag tumaas na yan, pag na-reach na yung pinakamataas, kung ano man yung kaya niya, babagsak na yan. Okay, so magugulat ka na lang siguro pag tumaas na tapos tataas pa siya ulit. Okay, so yeah, rising and falling of tides. Okay, so as a conclusion, awareness with these patterns allowed humans to survive. Okay, so I just have a quick question. So do you guys also notice patterns around you? So what other examples can you think of aside from what we have in here? So anyone who would like to share the patterns that he or she have noticed around him or her?
Window frames.
Window frame. Thank you. What else?
Neighborhood house colors.
Hmm?
Neighborhood house colors.
Neighborhood house
Colors.
colors.
Colors, sir.
Color.
Kulay.
Color.
Like red.
Okay. Yeah. What else?
The tiles in the floor, sir.
Yeah, the tiles on the floor. What else? Actually, we could say pretty much everything, right? It has a pattern. So if you're going to look on that one into more detail, like it has a texture wherein it has a pattern. It has a color wherein it has a pattern. And like when you say numbers, so meron din ganon. Kapag yung counts neto is, let's say, 1 or 2, so most likely ganon lang. Okay, like it has two maybe color, okay, or it has 2 patterns, okay, or it has 3 patterns or 3 colors. All right. So in general sense of the word, patterns are regular, repeated, or recurring forms or designs. So we see patterns every day from the layout of the floor tiles. So one who answered about the tiles or floor tiles, the designs of skyscrapers, to the way we tie our shoelaces, it has a pattern, and many more. Okay, like pretty much everything, it has a pattern. Okay, so let's have a example when it comes to patterns. So these are super basic. So let's take a look at this pattern. We have a smiley, heart, smiley, heart, smiley. So what do you think will be the next figure in the sequence? So coming from Miss Gavina, it's heart. So I'm pretty sure no one answered smiley, right? So I'm pretty sure that most of you will answer heart, right? So the correct answer is of course heart. So it's very, very obvious. Okay, what about this one? Another example. So is it A or B?
A, sir. A.
A, sir.
Why A?
5 lines na siya pababa.
But the letter B has 6 lines in total. So not only the shapes and then not only the representation, like this one is on the top, left, and then bottom, and then right, so it should be on the top. Okay, it's also the count of sticks that we have in here. So from 1 became 2, 3, 4, and then should be 5, not 6. So the correct answer is letter A. Okay, very good. What about this one?
Sir, B.
B po.
Who else has a different answer? So the answer of that someone is letter B. Is there anyone who has an answer of letter A? Okay, so I guess none, right? So as you guys can see right here, there is no common patterns when it comes to shapes, because this one is rectangle, the other one is triangle, and then it's followed by a circle. Okay, but the one thing that we've noticed is the pattern is actually the color on the middle. So from black it became green, then black again, then it became green again. Okay, so it's not black, green, black, black, but it's black, green, black, green, black, green. Okay, so it's alternating. Okay, so the correct answer is letter B. Right? What about this one? What numbers comes next in 13579? Oops. Dapat pala I should have removed this one. Okay, anyway. So
11, sir.
what is the next one?
11, sir.
Yeah, so it's very, very obvious. The pattern is actually it's incrementing by 2. So plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. And then of course the next one will be 11, 13, 15, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it would be 11. All right, so last short activity. What numbers comes next in 1, 4, 9, 16, 25?
36.
36.
36. So how did we get that one? So you can actually get the call this one the difference. Yeah, the difference between those two numbers. So this one, let's see, 4 minus 1 is 3, 9 minus 4 is 5, 16 minus 9 is 8. So you can already see that the pattern is like 3, 5, 7, di pala 8 dito, 7. Okay, 3, 5, 7, and then 9. Okay, so it's incrementing by 2, and then you have to add that last number. So 9, tama ba? 9 plus 16, yeah, 9 plus 6. And then 11, the next one is 11. 11 plus 25 will become 36. Okay, so the correct answer in this one is 36. So later on, we'll have this one, but since we don't have enough time anymore, so we'll stop for now on this short activity. Then we'll just continue the rest on part 2. So goodbye for now, and then see you guys later.
Bye, sir.
Goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye.